Now to election coverage that impacts Idahoans. On your ballot is a choice to expand Medicaid statewide. The expansion would help cover thousands of people who are part of a population that earns too much to qualify for Medicaid, but too little to qualify for insurance subsidies. KXLY4's Ariana Lake working for you to explain the reasoning behind both a yes and a no vote. Ariana?
Well, what started as a grassroots movement has grown into a choice for voters called Proposition 2. As with any proposal, this one has at least two sides for you to consider.
Proposition 2.
Conflicting opinions about Proposition 2 are all over the airwaves, the internet.
It's a bad deal for Idaho.
And even on your doorstep.
I'm a volunteer out talking with people about the big Medicaid expansion vote coming up.
Prop 2 would expand Medicaid to 62,000 adults under the age of 65. They're part of a group that makes too much to qualify for Medicaid, but doesn't make enough to afford health insurance on the state exchange.
If you go out to dinner tonight and sit down at a restaurant, chances are the waitress, the waiter, or the hostess, the cook in the back probably fall into that income gap.
If it passes, taxpayers will pay about $42 million, and in return, Idaho will get $400 million in federal money to help pay for the health care of the uninsured. Idaho is one of a handful of states where lawmakers, largely along party lines, have resisted expanding Medicaid during the legislative session. That's why Prop 1 supporters are turning to the people now.
For a dime, we get $1 to take care of people right now who are uninsured.
But opponent Patrick Malloy says his taxes shouldn't pay for health care for adults who can work.
I don't think it's right for me to expect somebody else, regardless of how much money they have, to pay for my medical costs.
Proposition 2 is an Idaho-grown solution.
Republican Governor Butch Otter just threw his support behind the expansion, appearing in an ad urging voters to support Prop 2. Despite the big push for Prop 2, Malloy says there are better ways to spend his money.
I think my taxpayer dollars should be focusing on the roadways, should be focusing on the schools.
Decision comes down to you this Tuesday. If you live in Idaho and want to look up where you need to go to vote, just visit the news link section of our website on KXLY.com. Reporting in studio tonight, Ariana Lake, KXLY 4 News.